Hey, what's going on, guys? This is JPeeps.
This is the Bug.
This is Jay Cee.
This is Flash.
This is Denny Hendrixx.
And you're listening to
You're listening to
the Run and Gun Podcast.
Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome to another episode of the Run and Gun Podcast. I'm JPeeps.
I'm Denny Hendrixx.
I'm Jay Cee.
Welcome. We welcome you. Finally, for once, it's all three of us all on one. So you guys know we're all the same. We're all different people. We're not the same person. So there's no catfishing, no different personality. Well, different personalities, but there's no one person being different voices or anything here. So we're all good.
What you mean? Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Way to bring out the conspiracy theorists.
Hey,
Right.
bro, all I'm saying is, never mind. We're not supposed to talk about it. Yes, sir. I'll calm down.
Okay, but before we dive into anything, I got breaking news. So y'all know, basically, FAMU and Southern, they canceled their series, right? Well, not series, but they canceled their game that they were supposed to play in Baton Rouge this year.
Yeah, what was the reason for the cancellation?
COVID-19, basically. So Southern, what they've done is they've canceled their first two games of the season. So Southern was supposed to play a game on September 5th. And then September 12th, FAMU was supposed to come into Baton Rouge, but they canceled both their games. So now Southern will open up their season with Alabama A&M. But a huge breakthrough just broke regarding who FAMU will be playing possibly as a replacement for the September 12th weekend. And it's Tennessee State.
Oh, that's not bad.
I like it. I know.
Are they gonna? But do you think FAMU has a good chance of playing? Because a lot of these games are getting canceled. We heard what happened at Clemson.
What happened to Clemson? Oh, the 28 cases. Yeah.
Yeah.
Based off of a source that I've heard, well, two different sources. One source says that right now we're all in limbo as far as what's going to happen with the season and everything. So he said when he knows, he'll let me know. So I really couldn't tell you what's going to happen right now. But and then the other source, and I'm going to dive right into this next, is FAMU's AD on a Zoom call, I believe it was 2 nights ago, said that 20 players and 6 coaches had all tested negative for the virus. And a lot of people were saying, why is it only 20 players and 6 coaches? But, that's what happens when right now this is a period where workouts are voluntary through the NCAA. So not everybody's back on campus right now. Mandatory work begins in August when everybody's supposed to be back in time for camp. So that's why it's only 20 players and 6 coaches. But still, that's good, though. I don't think that's happened anywhere else in the country.
I don't know. I just think that the wording is very misleading.
What, did they tested negative?
But you're giving a specific number on who tested negative, not just saying that everybody who attended tested negative.
Right.
That is true, too. Yeah.
Most of the time, you generally want to portray a smaller number of whatever happens.
You got a point. I fully agree with you because right now, FAMU has said that football workouts will fully resume on July 25th. The plan is to have everyone back safely. The official report date is August 9th. That's when the football drills will start. So, it's as of right now, even the university and even the people that are running the Orange Blossom Classic are saying the game is still on 100%. They're working diligently with the city of Miami and Dade County. So, as far as we know right now, they're still going to be playing the game. Nothing has changed. So I mean, look, my thing is this. Look, I'm going according to what they do. If that's the plan right here. If they're gonna play, I'll buy the tickets. If they don't play, I'll just be chilling out at the house. So I mean, that's just me. But the other thing too is they said, and I think a lot of schools are going to do this, is student athletes will be required to wear masks while attending classes that are on campus that they have to go to campus to attend, which is something that I would have believed to be true. Another thing they said is a lot of the dormitories, you're only going to have a room to yourself, which I think is a brilliant idea. What a time to be a college student, huh?
Right, they have a whole dorm to yourself.
For real.
Look, it's great, boy. I'm trying to tell you. Oh my, I'll be walking through this place all crazy.
All right, don't see, man. But
I'll be loud, man. Get to do what I want.
Wow.
Would have been golden times. But what happens if there's like an outbreak or a spike in numbers once practice resumes? What's the plan for that? Because then the kids will already be exposed.
You know, dude, I wish I could tell you. I don't even know. This is a different monster than what we're all accustomed to dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even tell you what the season is going to look like for pro and college football. If I knew the answer, I guarantee y'all I would share it with y'all, but I have no idea. The only thing I can really tell you now is look, if someone tests positive, quarantine them and have a protocol in place and just move forward. That's all I can say.
I don't know. I think if the numbers spike, you're going to see a shutdown.
True.
Yeah, you're going to have to. Because at that point, you're not just endangering the kids and the students to go there. You're also endangering everyone else that's in the audience.
Yeah.
We've all been to a football game. You can just imagine how much contact you have inadvertently.
Yeah.
And it's a contact sport.
Exactly.
But no, wait till I start talking about the NCAA. You gonna be like, what when I get to it? Just wait. FAMU's AD said buy tickets now while you can, but if you're not willing to attend games, make sure you donate to the Rattler Athletic Fund that they're using to put forth towards the field house and other new things. Like for example, the softball field is getting turf now along with a new scoreboard. Hopefully by the time softball season rolls around for 2021, we'll be allowed to go back outside by then. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. But on to the NCAA now. The thing I wanted to tell y'all is, so did y'all hear about the 28? No. Yeah, no, it was 28 LSU football players that all tested positive for COVID-19.
At LSU?
I thought it was Clemson.
Yeah. No, it was at LSU too. I think it was like 28 or 30 guys. But guess how these LSU players ended up catching COVID-19?
Oh Lord, this is gonna be something wild.
They went to a nightclub. And I'm trying to figure out right now who opened up the nightclubs. I haven't heard anything about a nightclub.
Well, there are clubs in Atlanta that are open. Is it easy that someone could have went to a club in Atlanta, or they went to a club in Atlanta and then spread it?
Yeah. Wait, the clubs are open in Atlanta?
Yeah, strip clubs and all.
Wow. So they don't got the. Now let me not go there.
And Tampa's just as wild. So I'm pretty sure.
And Clemson's right up the street. Like, yeah, think about it. Like, Clemson's right up the street from Atlanta. You hear Atlanta's open. It's only like a 3-hour ride. You ain't got no school anyway. Hotels are super cheap.
He right. Yeah. Hop on the phone. Hey, dog, we taking a trip. It's that easy.
All right.
That's true. Yeah, that's. I can't believe it. I'm like, dang. My thing, I'm just looking at this now. I'm like, that just told me enough for that. I was like, yeah, LSU not going to repeat this year. I don't see it. I'm like, y'all Because one thing is, and this is something that I credit Alabama for. Alabama had 5 guys test positive. I believe it was at least 5 guys. Something like that would have never happened at Alabama, because they'd have been like, okay, look, here's what we got to do. We dead set on it. We got to defend our title. We finna go win us another one.
I don't know, but what you gonna do in Alabama though?
They got something. They got you could go to Montgomery. Montgomery's a pretty lively city now.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But I mean, dude, come on now, like, dang.
But it was probably shut down. They was probably shut down.
Yeah,
You know they would have shut down that city. Atlanta just open because it's big as hell.
tis true. But yeah, we already talked about the 28 players testing positive at Clemson. The other thing too is, and I want to hit on this, the Bayou Classic has been rumored to be getting moved outside of New Orleans for the next 2 years. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I said,
where are they gonna play at if they're moving it out of New Orleans?
They're looking at playing it in Houston, because they did that after Hurricane Katrina. They're looking at Tiger Stadium, although a lot of people have said don't play an HBCU Classic at a predominantly white institution, which, I mean, I can understand that. And some people have said Shreveport. I could get on board with Shreveport or even possibly Houston.
I can see Shreveport. It makes more sense.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. I mean, I'd say keep it somewhere in Louisiana at least.
Yeah, because I was say that Houston move, you don't want to move it from outside the state.
Exactly. And then if I'm a Southern fan or a Grambling fan, I'm not trying to drive that far. But I don't know. Them people in Louisiana, they built different. There was a whole line of them just showed up in Tallahassee last year, and it was a ton of them. They showed up. They rolled in deep. I've never seen a team roll in that deep before. But
I said that's what that's
there we
how the Tiger fans showed up to Atlanta. Just mad deep, a whole bunch of them. A week before the game started, whole city was just purple.
Wow.
Yeah, they rolled deep. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. The other thing I think you guys are going to find interesting is, and Josh, Josh, remember how last episode we were talking about Bethune-Cookman possibly moving to the SWAC?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what happened?
Bethune-Cookman moving to the SWAC, huh?
They rumored to be moving to the SWAC. I was like, you know what? Oh my gosh.
See,
I credit all the HBCU outlets for covering this, including us. So yeah, Bethune-Cookman, like a reporter told me, was saying, Bethune's going to do whatever FAMU does. Bethune realizes that it's a money move going to the SWAC, and they want in. And I've been saying it. Bethune's got the band to compete. Bethune's got the football team not just football team, but athletics that can compete and stuff. So it's a big move. And then plus, you claim the Florida Classic as another SWAC Classic game. It's a huge money move.
Right. That was on the money.
It made too much sense, it really did. The only problem a lot of people have with it is the fact that Daytona is so far away from the other schools in the SWAC. But my thing is, let's ignore distance for a short second and kind of look at what they bring to the table.
Yeah, I mean, you get the pedigree, you get the game, you get a decent athletic group, it makes sense monetarily, and I guess what prestigious wise.
Prestigious?
You know the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Especially if FAMU's going. It only makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think any of those other schools in the SWAC wouldn't mind going to Daytona once a year to play.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude.
Right. That's a win in everybody's book.
Take a little trip.
I'm looking at it. I'm like, people are so upset about going to Daytona. They was like, oh man, why we got to go play there? I was like, look, okay, it's a high school stadium and the campus is like two blocks deep. But I mean, let's be real. Like you could probably get your hotel room on the beach. You could chill out and sit on the beach,
Super
have a
nice
good drink.
hotel.
I'm about to say, y'all ever been to Daytona? Because shoot,
Exactly.
Yeah, I used to go at least once every other week when I was living in Orlando. Just
I know.
Yeah, we was down there deep.
I'm like, dude, like this is y'all need to realize like that's a good move. Y'all need to let them in. But hey, I do hope they get in for the sake of the Florida Classic and for the sake of helping everybody generate some money, because it's a perfect move if you ask me. But also the other thing too also is we got a little bit of drama going on in the NCAA. Mike Gundy had to apologize after wearing an OAN t-shirt, an OAN t-shirt. I forget what that acronym spells out.
One America News, I believe.
Yeah, he got in trouble for wearing that. His star running back Chuba Hubbard called him out for wearing the shirt, but ever since then, Mike Gundy has confronted him. Oh no, he confronted Mike Gundy, and then they kind of buried the hatchet a little bit, and ever since then it's getting a little bit better, but a lot of stuff is leaked about Mike Gundy. Like, I believe one of Shannon Sharp's former teammates said, Mike Gundy's a racist and called him the N-word.
Oh, yeah, he got mad because he was getting beaten. He called him the N, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that was the same guy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering why the name sounded so familiar. Yeah, I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah, see, I had hope for Oklahoma State this year that they could probably, beat Oklahoma and maybe probably do some damage in the Big 12. It'd probably be the reason the Big 12 got left out of the playoff this year if we have a season. But I don't know no more. The psyche just doesn't seem like it might be there anymore. Yep. Also, Iowa, the Hawkeyes, they parted ways with strength coach Chris Doyle. So now Iowa's on the market for finding a new strength coach after a lot of what Chris Doyle has said. I believe it was in text messages.
Well, they had to. It was a move they had to make.
Yep.
Or stand to be criticized for a long time.
Yep. I agree. Even also UCLA players say they want a third-party oversight for their health and safety administration because they don't trust Chip Kelly.
Who did?
I'm like, man, you know how sorry you got to be for your players to not trust you at all. I'm like, at this point, they might as well just start finding his replacement now.
Right.
Like, first of all, your players don't trust you during a health crisis. Like, I can only imagine what goes on Monday through Friday when getting ready for a game. I can only imagine.
I said he should have just called it quits years ago.
Yeah. After that stint in Philly.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. A stint. They got rid of him and won the Super Bowl.
Yep. The other thing too is Florida State is looking to drop the name of Doak Campbell from its stadium. So now it's a lot of people are saying, name the stadium after Bobby Bowden.
Yeah.
Because some people have said, name the field after former star defensive coordinator Mickey Andrews, call it Mickey Andrews Field at Bobby Bowden Stadium. And I can get on board with it. I can definitely get on board with it.
Educate me. Why they dropping the name?
Doak Campbell, I believe he was one of the. Let me find this. Doak Campbell. The problem with Doak Campbell, I believe, Ooh, okay. Okay, let's see. Doak S. Campbell was president of Florida State College for women. He was one of the people that led to the transition of Florida State becoming co-ed between 1941 and 1957. But I believe Doak Campbell had a very racist past. Yeah, his racist segregationist views while president.
I was about to say, is it the segregation thing?
Yeah, it is.
It almost always is. You know how they were.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now they want his name scratched from there, and they want to put Bobby Bowden's name on the stadium, and then name the field after Mickey Andrews. I can get with it.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah. But see, the other thing too is, and a lot of Gator fans are upset about this, is how Florida has banned the use of the term Gator Bait, and now Gator fans want to turn it back on Florida State and say, Florida State needs to get rid of Chief Osceola and get rid of the tomahawk chop and get rid of the war chant. I'm just like, first of all,
but Florida State, they've been given permission to use all of that. Like,
exactly.
A whole list of articles and of just like how Florida State, asked for permission for all of it and went through everything right. Even like Chief Osceola was still like granted for them because they were they helped with the Seminole Nation. Like, you can look it up. Like, I know it's a bunch of articles because I've seen it myself.
Oh yeah, I've seen them too. Because the thing is look, me and Jay Cee, we played with a Seminole Indian who was cool with it. And then the other thing too is, the Seminole Indians, the Seminole Indian tribe of Florida helped design Chief Osceola's uniform that he wears on game day. And then on top of that, it's not even just the Seminole tribe of Florida, but the Seminole Indians that were driven out of Florida that are now in Oklahoma, they have also given the university their blessing. So it's just like,
Florida, out of luck then.
Exactly. Like and then the thing about it is, I saw an article in the newspaper online that said that was being taught at the university. So that means to tell me certain people that are saying this isn't right have just refused to really acknowledge the fact that this was going on in Gainesville.
Yep.
And that they were being taught. Like, that's all it says to me. Also, the state of Mississippi will no longer host championships, according to the NCAA.
Okay.
So now that means basically Alcorn State, Jackson State, Mississippi State, and Ole Miss, none of them can host any championships. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody, but those teams cannot host any championships so long as the state flag flies in Mississippi.
Oh, the state flag.
Yeah. I'm just like, hey, look. So you want to know what's crazy now is basically saying, say this happens next year. Say FAMU wins the East, Alcorn gets moved over to the West in the SWAC, and Alcorn wins the West, FAMU wins the East, and they meet up, but Alcorn has a better record. FAMU would probably then host the SWAC championship in Tallahassee.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So, I mean, hey, look, they better get to work on finding a new state flag. But, I mean, it is about time because, I mean, look, that Confederate flag shouldn't be hanging on by a thread, literally, in the state of Mississippi.
I mean, yeah, because honestly, I don't even understand what's the appeal of clinging to it.
Exactly. And that brings me to my next topic. So NASCAR, well, before I get into that, NASCAR had their race in Homestead, first race of the year. Or no, first race back, I believe. Second race back. Denny Hamlin finished. He started in first. He finished in first down at Homestead. Bubba Wallace, the driver of the Black Lives Matter car, finished in 13th place. Not bad. You finished top 15. Let's go for top 10. I hope you finished top 10 in this last race that was in Talladega. So what happened in Talladega today was someone flew a Confederate flag over the racetrack.
Like with a plane?
Yes.
Interesting.
So, yeah, NASCAR is well aware of this now, and boy, is it interesting. So, I don't know what they're going to do about that. The other thing is NASCAR is going to allow 30,000 fans to attend their next race at Bristol Motor Speedway. And they're only allowing 30,000 because Bristol Motor Speedway holds 126,000 people at max capacity. So 30,000 fans are welcome to attend that event. I don't know if 30,000 will actually turn out.
I mean, I don't know. It's just what always comes to me is what's the appeal of just repping that flag, right? And a lot of them will be like, oh, it's heritage, right? Blah, blah, blah. And,
Yeah.
you know, it's my heritage, blah, 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 as an American. So you're saying that as an American, it's your heritage to represent a traitorous flag that rebelled from America.
Exactly. Like that's the thing that people need to realize is that flag was rebellious to the Union and to
that flag is for states' rights. States' rights to do what?
Have slaves. So I'm with you. I'm following you.
Kids, if you're listening and someone says it's states' rights, ask them states' rights to do what? And if they don't give you a straight answer, hit them.
Hey, keep talking, preach, let them know. Tell them, show them we more than just a sports page. Educate them.
Because
educate them.
It's common sense.
I feel that. I feel that.
I don't want to get off on a real tangent here because I haven't come up with all my information. I don't get me wrong. I'll start coming up with textbooks and give you APA citations sideways. Trust me, I wrote a whole paper on this. But it just doesn't make sense to cling towards a traitorous past of America. In fact, you're betraying the entire fact that you say that you rep that flag for.
I feel that. I feel you. I fully feel you. And now on to the NFL. Hopefully Hendrixx can get back with us. Lamar Jackson debuted on the cover of Madden 21. Lamar Jackson says that the Ravens underestimated the Titans in the divisional round.
My guy.
There we go.
There you go. He's back right in the nick of time. Did he hear what I just said?
Yeah, I heard you the whole time. You couldn't hear me?
No,
we couldn't hear you.
Maybe the Lord was holding you back for this moment.
Exactly.
For you. For you.
So y'all didn't hear what I said about the Confederacy. Oh, hold on.
No. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah.
Go ahead.
Say what you got to say. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I had said that the Confederacy was only around for 5 years and failed. Like, how is that representing anyone's heritage? Like, come on. Exactly. Not only y'all were literally just a movement, just like a fad that lost, a bad fad. Like, for Christ's sake, the Spice Girls lasted longer than the Confederacy.
Damn.
That's true.
Damn.
That's true.
He hit.
Bingo. And now that we got through that, let me transition onto the NFL now for you. Lamar Jackson has debuted on the cover of Madden 21.
Oh yeah, my guy.
And also Lamar, say again?
I said my guy, Lamar Jackson. You already know.
And also, Lamar Jackson said that the Ravens underestimated the Titans in the divisional round.
He go. He go.
And
He go.
Why did he?
He go.
Right as
Bruh, I don't know what it is, but that was perfect timing. He left.
Right when I said, "Oh wait, okay, he's back now."
Yeah, sorry. That time.
Okay.
I'm to the phone, but
Oh.
All right, no, go back to where you said about Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson said that the Ravens underestimated the Titans in the divisional round.
I believe. Okay, so here's what I want to say about the Ravens. Okay,
Preach.
Lamar Jackson is a very, very, very intelligent football player in the fact that he understands the game. However, part of that comes with overconfidence when it seems like you can't be stopped. But I feel like he learns from his mistakes, which is why Tom Brady, Tom Brady respects him so much, because Tom was a person who had to go through a lot of failure after going through a lot of success to unlock his later success. You understand?
Yeah.
So with Lamar also, it's not just Lamar. Like, it's not like he's convincing the team. The team itself wants to get better. That's why we don't really have. If you look at the Ravens since we've gotten Lamar, it seems like we'll have less and less weaknesses. And when you find that weakness, which normally occurs in the playoffs because you've seen a team play all year, you build to, exploit that weakness. Our weakness was that our defense couldn't stop a legitimate run. See, all year we've been playing these incredible quarterbacks. And it's like, oh yeah, well, whatever, throw it, we'll take it back. Okay, all they did was hand off the ball to Derrick Henry, who couldn't be stopped. It would be just like beast mode, young beast mode. You couldn't stop him. I mean, no one can stop him that big, yeah. But I also believe that was the final seal. I feel like, okay, defense. You've seen how we built our team this year. Like, we added J.K. Dobbins, versatile runner, who, if something happens to Mark Henry, we'll still have. We have two of.
I mean, Mark Ingram.
Yeah, Mark Ingram. Sorry. We also have, we also have very big, strong receivers who can block for Lamar Jackson when he goes to run. And we're also patching up our defense, locked our defense in.
I like the Patrick Queen pickup out of LSU.
Yeah.
And the Calais Campbell pick. I like that.
Big, strong running backs who are quick. I mean, linebackers who are quick.
Yeah. Yep. And then you saw they're trying to trade for they want to trade for what's his name? Jamal Adams.
Yeah. But Jamal Adams has a whole myriad of teams to go to.
Yeah, true.
They'll jump high. The Ravens tend to not jump high because they really are looking for talent. They're not really looking to spend too much money. They'd rather have the championship money come pay for that.
Yeah. Understandable. Plus, I mean, look, they already got Earl Thomas, and the secondary already seems very impressive to me. I like what they have. I really would have thought they would have been in the Super Bowl, or I thought that would have been the AFC Championship was them and the Chiefs. I would not have ever expected it to be the Titans, because I was like, okay, Derrick Henry gonna do his thing, but it's not gonna be enough to stop Lamar Jackson and company. So I was like, they just gonna keep on running away with it until they probably meet up with Patrick Mahomes. But they shocked me.
Yeah, and I'm also think that Lamar is gonna look past the record, because he got the record he wanted, but now it's like now he knows that all those wins don't mean nothing. He's gonna play the game differently. It's gonna be less showboating, more winning. Because last year was an incredible year for him, but he was also very showboatish.
The last 2 years have been incredible for him.
Yeah, but last year, I mean, like, so far, I feel like
for
him individually, not just for the team, like him as an athlete himself last year was an incredible year, which is why that was his MVP year. But just like Patrick Mahomes, I feel like he realizes that MVP ain't just it. That's not what I want. I want the next one. Because he can see it in his eyes, just like I saw it in Mahomes' eyes. Like this is fine, but I want what's next. He'll adapt.
Right. I feel you. So now, no, I'm not. I'm gonna save that for when we do the conference breakdowns. I'm gonna save that for that. 49ers have given Kyle Shanahan a 6-year extension on his contract. So now, look, they can go out there and they can blow the Super Bowl for 6 more years.
Nah, man, you know what they saying? They saying,
what they saying?
Damn, you can make it that far with Jimmy G?
Come on, man.
I think we can get you somebody better than him.
Those are also facts.
Saying
in 6 years, I think we can get you somebody better than him. So we gonna hold on to you for the now.
Real talk.
Because think about it. Remember, they wanted to trade for Tom Brady. They were willing to trade him away back to New England.
In the market now. Everybody see how he play. Nobody wanted that. Nah. Oh, shoot. You get more money for Tannehill, Red. What? Oh,
snap.
My chest. I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to say that.
Y'all messed up.
Let me calm down.
Y'all messed up. The Pro Bowl is going to be held in Las Vegas in 2021, so it's leaving Florida. Say again?
The Raiders?
Yeah, the Pro Bowl is heading to Las Vegas.
So
there will be a few Raiders in it. The Raiders' new home.
The Raiders in Vegas?
Yes.
Boy, it's going to be wild, huh?
Yeah. You want to know what else is going to be wild? Hard Knocks is going to have 2 teams showed on HBO this year.
The Chargers
and the Rams.
Oh,
I don't know how this is going to go.
You mean 1.5 teams?
Yeah, basically.
Hey.
He ain't lying.
Hey, you heard my reaction. Oh, that's wow. Okay, I ain't really.
He said
before. Nah, I really don't.
He said 1.5 teams.
I mean, shoot. If you put them together, honestly, you only come up with 0.75.
For real.
To be honest, you are very correct because I watched the Rams game. I watched the Rams game when they played the Bucks. And there was like nobody in there. And then I'm seeing a 49ers fan sitting up in the stands cheering for the Rams. And I was like, what kind of mess is this?
Bro, they need everybody they can get.
I remember when the Ravens played the Rams at the Rams Stadium at the Coliseum. And then at the end of the night, all you heard was MVP chants for Lamar Jackson because there was nothing but Ravens fans in there.
Oh, I remember. Wasn't that on Monday night?
Yeah.
I remember they had like put up 50 on them.
Yeah, made Jalen Ramsey look sorry. Sorry about that.
Hey, look, I am mad at you because what's his name? Because Marcus Peters, he went out there and got his revenge, I believe.
Pick, sir. Touchdown.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Exactly. See? Also, 49ers wide receiver Deebo Samuel has suffered a broken foot and will miss time. But a lot of people are saying, this could be his replacement, this guy. Josh Gordon is looking to be reinstated by the league office. And the question now is who should sign him if he's in fact reinstated? And a couple of people are saying the 49ers should go get Josh Gordon. So Josh, I'm gonna put you on the spot with this one. Your team, the Seahawks, is the last team Josh Gordon played for. Who do you think needs to go get Josh Gordon?
Man, shoot. Hold on. Let me stand up for this because I'm almost about to yell real quick. Let me just go ahead and stand up. You know who need to grab him?
Who?
Now this is straight from the heart. No bias. Seattle need to go back and grab his behind. God
Okay.
dang it.
They,
Can't
You know,
keep
he
nothing
would.
good around the house. Like, come on, man. Man.
he need to go to Denver so that way he can smoke in peace.
Nah, he ain't going to no Denver. He need to go to Seattle. Because, you know, see, I heard they getting real progressive out there in the West.
They always been
Interesting.
in the West.
I'm trying to tell you.
The problem is what the NFL going to do.
Who knows,
Yeah,
man? Look,
really.
I ain't saying I know Pete Carroll, but I'm just going to say Pete Carroll might roll one up for you.
Hey, look, you saw how open Pete Carroll was with what's his name?
He seen
With Metcalf. He said Pete Carroll took his own shirt off and started flexing for Metcalf.
He seemed like the type. Hey, bruh, if you get them points right, I'm trying to. He'll have the blunt on the side with you. He'll be on the bench. He'll be hiding it in the Gatorade bottle.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be like, ooh, yeah, we gotta take him into the medical tent real quick and go check on this dude. All right, cool. And then you just start seeing smoke. Like, what's going on? They on fire in there?
I've seen
Oh my
with that Hennessy on the side.
Oh nah.
I know y'all remember that.
Nah.
Oh my god.
I was on the bench, had a sip of the Hennessy.
Yo.
That video somewhere. I can find it.
Oh my gosh. Oh snap.
No.
But
On the West Coast.
wild. The next one is one Buccaneers coach tested positive for coronavirus, along with 2 assistants. That one coach is believed to be asymptomatic. My only hope is I hope that one coach was not Tom Moore, he's been around the game for years. Like he was coaching, I want to say back when Lombardi was coaching. So I mean, I hope he's not the one coach that tested positive.
Lombardi.
Right.
Yes, Tom Moore has been around for a long time. If you were watching Bucs games last year, Tom Moore was the guy that was sitting on the bench with the tablet every time Jameis came to the sideline and would sit down.
Man,
Like
they would double check that.
Together.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to double check that too. That don't sound right.
Damn,
Look at it.
I believe
Lombardi.
a long time.
Lombardi.
I'm telling you now. Tom Moore. Okay, look, Tom Moore.
King of the Hill started, and King of the Hill was off the air a long time. So that means that this man been coaching. That's as long as what's his name from the Steelers? Dick. What was his name?
Bro, I know, man. Shoot, that's probably.
See, look here. Here it is, right here. Tom Moore was an Iowa graduate assistant in 1961.
Whew.
He worked. Okay, no. Okay, so his coaching career began at the University of. He was a running back coach. He was running backs coach at Dayton. My gosh, Lombardi's Packers won the Super Bowl during that. I believe it was like 1967. I believe it was. So yeah, he was a running backs coach at Dayton from 1965 to 1968. But before that, he was a graduate assistant at Iowa from 1961 to 1962. And Tom Moore was also the wide receivers coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers in the late 70s through the early 80s. So yeah, Tom Moore, I'm telling you, Tom Moore has been around the block for a while.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah, see, Tom Moore has won 3 Super Bowls too. 2 of them with the Steelers, 1 of them with the Colts. But yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm just like, look, I I hope Tom Moore is not the guy that has it. I hope I don't wish it upon anybody, but I mean, especially him, because he is 81 years old, still doing this thing full speed.
Prayers up.
Yeah. Major League Baseball. The commissioner, Rob Manfred, told ESPN on Monday he is not confident that there will be a 2020 baseball season, and that as long as there's no dialogue with the MLB Players Association, the real risk is going to continue. Look, I don't know what the MLB is going to do. I have no idea. I don't even at this point. I'm just like, look, coronavirus or not, I don't know what's going to go on. I don't know what's going to happen with them. I don't know when we're going to see them back on the field.
Yeah, it's so unprecedented because it's like even though the numbers of the number of cases are still like at a standstill, you just know like what will happen if you decide to take the field and then numbers spike right back up. Then you went back off, and then people definitely won't trust you coming in. Like coming back after that would be even harder. People would never trust someone outside again.
Yeah, I agree. But my thing too with baseball is just I feel like it's something deeper than just COVID-19. I mean, of course, they would have played, I think, on time had there not been a breakout like that.
Yeah.
But I just think that now that we've seen a stoppage and everything, the dirty laundry is kind of starting to air itself out with Major League Baseball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's my thing. But speaking of COVID-19, the Phillies, the Blue Jays, and the Giants have all shut down their spring training complexes after positive COVID-19 tests. The Phillies and the Blue Jays are down here in Florida, but the Giants are in Arizona.
Whew.
I mean, it's all over.
Yeah, it is.
Ain't nothing to say about that.
They gotta stop rushing it. There ain't nobody's pressing for the return of sports like they think, not over health and safety.
True.
Exactly.
It's like it kind of refers back to what Blake Snell said, where he was like, "Look, I don't want to run the risk of me messing up myself for a long time and getting coronavirus if I'm gonna get like 50% pay or something like that." It goes back to what he said.
Hey, bro, he right to feel that way. Right?
I feel him. But yeah, the NBA, but players are unwilling to in the NBA to play because of concerns about growing cases. Adam Silver has said that he's confident the return concerns will be addressed. But the other thing too, and I'm sure y'all have heard about it, Kyrie Irving, who opposes the NBA restart during civil unrest, has proposed starting a whole new pro league.
An entire new pro league. Kyrie Irving he's just out there sometimes with the things that he wants to do.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you there.
But
Josh, you got anything you want to add to that?
It's not like
go on.
It's not like the players couldn't. Like if they all got together and organized, they could start their own league, especially with the money and the influence these players have now. I'm pretty sure you can watch LeBron play anywhere or Giannis.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. But now
The bug is coming. The bug is coming.
y'all know what time it is, right?
What time it is?
It's time for trivia with the bug.
No, I can't answer the question.
You're the only one can't answer these doggone questions.
Too hard, man. They too hard.
Hello, everybody. This is the bug again. And my question is, Who's the winningest head football coach in college football history?
And there it is. That's the Bugs trivia question. Y'all can go ahead and click on the exclamation point or the small I up in the right-hand corner of the screen on YouTube to answer that trivia question. Jay Cee, I know you're going to be able to answer that trivia question, right?
27.
You don't even know what the question is.
28.
Oh, my gosh. I said 28. Man said 28. Oh, my Lord. But as always, you know.
Got you.
Wait, what did he just say?
25.
No, the Detroit Lions, Sub-Zero.
Oh my gosh. As y'all know, that's gonna do it for us on this episode. And before we close, as always, I'm JPeeps.
I'm Hendrixx.
I'm Jay Cee.
We hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Running Gun Podcast. If you have not, make sure you follow us on Facebook at Penalty Talk. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Throw Flags. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at Penalty Talk. Make sure you like and subscribe and share our YouTube channel, which is Penalty Talk. And also, too, we're on Spotify, so make sure you give us a listen on Spotify, share that.
And don't spot up for my contract negotiations. Tell them that I deserve more.
This man in the contract negotiate. Y'all take care, stay blessed, continue to wear your mask.